Good afternoon, you are welcome. Today's topic is functions of noun phrase. Functions of noun phrase. Noun phrase perform several grammatical functions in a sentence. They include subject of the verb, object of the verb, object of a preposition, complement of a subject or subject complement. Then we have a complement of the object or object complement. We will now have a position. So these are the functions of noun phrase. So let's take them one after the other. Number one, we have subject of the verb, subject of the verb. Example, Mr. Ajof loves free gifts. Mr. Ajof loves free gifts. So Mr. Ajof is underlined here. This underlined words is a noun phrase because Mr. here is modifier, while Ajof here is head word. So the function will be subject of the verb laughs. Subject of the verb laughs. That is the function of this noun phrase. So example 2, Mr. Ade Oloye has been promoted. Mr. Ade Oloye is underlined here. This underlined word is a noun phrase because here we have modifier and head word. This is a compound name, Ade Oloye. So we have modifier and head word. So the grammatical function of this underlined word is subject of the verbal phrase, what has been promoted. So take note of verbal phrase here in this example. And example 1, take note of the verb. The predicate here, the predicate here. Yes, this verb here. So we have the verb here. We also have the group of verbs here. So here is a group of verbs. That's why it is a verbal phrase. We have auxiliary, lexical. Why here we only have what? Lexical. That's why it is a what? Just subject of the verb. What? Loves. Here we have auxiliary, what? Promoted. So to be subject of the verbal phrase has been promoted. We move to number 2, which is object of the verb. Object of the verb. We just treated subject of the verb. Now, example, Mr. Wale hates pounded yam. Mr. Wale hates pounded yam. Pounded yam is underlined. So you discover that the performance of this verb here is who hates pounded yam is Wale. So what does Wale hate? Pounded yam. So the words Pounded yam here is what? A noun phrase. And what is the function now? The function is object, because the underlying expression is at the object position. Unlike the underlying expression in subject at what? The subject position. Subject before the predicate or the verb. Here, after the predicate or the verb. So it will be subject of the verb, subject of the verb, what? Hates. So another example, we have Mr. John. Mr. John cherishes his students. Mr. John cherishes his students, and his students is underlined. The underlying words here is a noun phrase. And what is the function? Is what? The function will be what now? Based on the example given above, it will be what? Object of the verb. How many verbs do you have? One. That is the lexical. Likewise, we have it here, lexical. Verb, object of the verb, cherishes. So these are the functions of noun phrases in sentences. As we're having them here, the Mr. Ajov, that is subject to the verb here. Mr. Adeoloye, subject to the verbal phrase here. Then, pounded yam, object to the verb here. Is children, object to the verb here, cherish. Then we move on to the next one, which is a complement of the verb. Complement of the subject, rather. Complement of the subject. Complement of the subject. That is number 3. Complement of the subject, or we call it subject, whichever way. Subject complement. Examples of a subject complement. We have Helen. Helen is a tailor. Helen is a tailor. We have a tailor here. So a tailor is giving more information describing the subject here, which is Helen. So the function will now be complement of the subject. What is the subject in the statement now? Is Ellen. Complement of the subject, Ellen. Are you going with me? Example 2. We can have example 2 as Adejubes are brilliant. Adejubes are brilliant. So, brilliant is underlined. The grammatical name here is brilliant. The grammatical name here is brilliant. So the function will be complement of the subject. The subject, that is Adejubes. Adejubes. So this is the complement, that is the functions of noun phrase under the complement of the subject, or subject complement. So we have, I've given the example here, that is Adejubes are brilliant. So Adejube, brilliant, giving us more information about those that bears Adejube. So that's why it is complement of the subject. So that is one of the function of the noun phrase. We move to the next one, which is number 4, complement of the object. Complement of the object or object object complement. Complement of the object or object complement. Number 4. So we have it as example. We have it as in Mr. Kolawole, Mr. Kolawole bought his children toys. Mr. Kolawole bought his children toys. If toys is underlined, toy is underlined. So definitely the grammatical name of toys here now is a noun phrase. The grammatical name of toy is a noun phrase. And what will be the function now? The function will be complement. The object here is, complement of the object. Complement of the object, what is children? Is complement of the object is children. Another example here, they elected him class captain. They elected him class captain. The class captain is underlined. The grammatical name is what? A noun phrase. Now, what is the function now? The real object here now is him. So it will be, function will be what? Complement of the object. What is the object? Him. Complement of the object, him. Complement of the object, him. So that is the function of complement of the object under the noun phrase. We move on to number 5, which is object of a preposition. Object of a preposition. That is number 5. Object of a preposition. Object of a preposition. Example. The fruit is on the table. The food is on the table. The food is on the table. So the table is on the line. The table is on the line. Don't forget that object, subject, and object. Subject and object takes what? Noun element. Noun element, which is what? MHQ. So don't forget. Let's go. So the table here is modifier Edward. Are you going with me? Modifier Edward. So the underlying words here is referred to as a noun phrase. Now the function will be object of the preposition. Don't forget that the underlying expression come immediately after the what? The preposition. The grammatical name of this word is what? Preposition. So it will be object of the preposition wrote on. Another example here we have the books are the books are with our principle with our principle. The book is with our principle. Our principle is underlined. So don't forget that this word is a what? Preposition. So the underlying expression begins immediately after the word with. So the function will be object of the pre object of the preposition what? With. So this is the examples of what? Of object of a preposition. You discover that the underlying expression comes immediately after the word preposition here, after the word preposition here. Then we move to the last one, which is apposition. That is the last one under the functions of noun phrase. Apposition. Apposition. So this is the last functions that I'm going to teach in this class today. So apposition, we are talking about apposition when two of the same entity stand side by side. When two of the same entity stand side by side. Just the one giving more information or describing, the other one, but they are same. You get it? Example, that's number 6. Example, Mr. John, come on. The principal, come on, is here. So they underline the principal. So you discover that who is Mr. John, the principal, and who is principal, Mr. John. They stand, this John principal is referring to one person. Are you getting it? John, because they stand in a position in a cluster. So that is why we refer to it as a position. That is now in a position. That is the function is now phrase in a position. Or put it this way, a position of what? Of the subject. I mean, a position of Mr. John. You get it? A position of Mr. John. So another example, Mrs. Aduke, Felicia, our English teacher, our English teacher, is coming. You see? Mrs. Aduke Felicia, our English teacher, is coming. You discover that our English teacher is on the line. Who is Mrs. Aduke Felicia, our English teacher? Who is our English teacher? Sorry? Who is our English teacher? Mrs. Aduke. So they stand side by side in a cluster way. That is why it is in a position. So the grammatical function of the underlined name, the grammatical name now is what? Is a noun phrase. Why the function will be a position of what? Mrs. Aduke Aduke, Felicia. So, can you see? So, you can remove one of the apposition word and you still have your sentence complete. As in, Mrs. Aduke Felicia is coming. Then, Mr. John is here. Or the principal is here. Or our English teacher is coming. So just to show, to give more information, to give more description of the first noun or first subject. So that is why it is referred to as a position. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So today, this is the end of today's class. If you have any question, if you want me to explain more about this topic for you, you can send a message to me in this comment section. Thank you once again. Till the next time. Bye bye.